Okay, so what you're seeing is a thermal image of the reality. The same picture you would have seen if it would be now pitch dark, raining, total fog. So thermal energy and thermal cameras work at all weather conditions and at all lighting conditions. So total darkness, or even the other extreme of being blinded by other vehicles. What you see is a thermal representation of the environment. Maybe you can look the video a little bit above to show that what we see outside is actually the same. And there is an AI layer which recognizes the relevant road users, the objects, which are, in this case, pedestrians, vehicles, and trucks, and they are also colored in different colors to represent for autonomous vehicles the decision making, because a pedestrian can surprise differently than a big truck or a small car, and they need to know it. What we know naturally in our brain, our AI is serving any decision-making platform of a autonomous vehicle. What you see is actually not only for autonomous vehicles, it's also for automatic braking of any vehicle. Any vehicle today in the world that has automatic braking is using a daytime camera and a radar. Think of those people being far away beyond your light distance. Think of those people in total fog. Think of yourself as a logistic driver that needs to drive and bring the food to the stores, even if there is heavy rain, heavy fog, where maybe everybody stays at home, but you need to go, you need to reach your destination safely.
Right.
Such a system will definitely help you.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Right. So what happens when there is a situation, say night time, very visibility is poor, and suddenly an animal comes across which you are not prepared? How does the system help you know it, and what is the kind of the time delay it will give you?
So as you see, all the pedestrians are recognized.
Yes.
And we need minimal milliseconds to recognize a living object or any object. An animal will immediately be recognized. We have trained our AI to recognize animals larger than dogs. Usually we do recognize cats as well, but big animals for sure, whether it's cows in India or deer in the US, and they will be immediately detected, because remember, living objects is an advantage for us. So an animal will not surprise us as a problem. On the contrary, it will glow. As you see, the people are so dominant in the scene. If you look with your own eyes,
Yes.
there's now sun reflections, shadow and light. We don't see all that in the thermal.
Correct.
So
It's either there is a body or there is not a body. That's it.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Correct. Right. So how foolproof can this system be? And basically by that I mean, to what percentage can one avoid accidents? To what percentage?
So I'm not sure I know how to answer your question. The system is automotive grade. As such, it needs to work from production at least 10 years in very extreme temperatures of -40 +85 and never malfunction.
True.
If it does malfunction, it needs to transmit back, hey, I'm not operative.
Right.
This is the safety level that Adasky systems stand for.
Fine.
Yet it's an electronic device, and we might have a malfunction in low percentage in large quantities of supply. This is natural and I think unavoidable.
Right.
Once a system is operational and commercial, this means that the industry, the OEM, has tested it with the harshest automotive certifications and regulations, and the camera was found to be at the level of automotive. What is the level of automotive? I said before, you buy a car and you expect that everything will be working for 10 years at least. If there is a malfunction in something, then you will replace it.
Fine.
Once the camera is working, as you see, we're now driving several minutes, every object is detected,
Yes.
and it will continue to work with no problem.
Right.
This is what the algorithm in the camera is allowing.
Fine. Any specific customization of the vehicle is needed?
The camera needs to be outside because it's reacting to the ambient warmth of the outside world. It
Right.
cannot hide behind the windshield.
Right.
So customers are planning to put it on the roof, in the mirror holders, in the grille in the front. There are projects where a special layer will be put in the windscreen glass in the front to allow thermal energy to enter, because normal glass does not allow it. It's not mature yet. So currently the only need is to be outside, and as you noticed, our camera is the smallest in the market. It's a C-size battery size, like a finger, like a thumb, and the designers are not intimidated by the design
See the suddenness of the guy running.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it was
It's
probably
kind
it
of
was
coordinated with my
probably
question.
captured in the video.
Yes.
So to summarize, to be outside and to be put anywhere in the vehicle that the OEM is
Right. Right.
choosing.
So it's like a special lens that you use, right? In the-
Yes.
Okay. So where all do you have your manufacturing bases?
We have erected a production line in Israel near our headquarters, which is capable. It's ISO 7 clean room,
Okay.
the highest level that you can find
Yes.
in Intel facilities.
Like in a nanotechnology.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and it's capable to manufacture 100,000 cameras annually. This is not. It looks like a nice number, but in automotive, it's a very small number.
Right.
And we are ready to duplicate this production line with any tier 1 company, including in India, to address and to be closer to the OEMs.
You plan to, you mean, right?
Yes,
Now
yes,
there's only one base
it
manufacturing.
is the business case
Yeah.
to interact with the tier 1s, to be closer to the OEMs. This is the expectation of the OEMs, and we are ready to do so.
Right. So, if I understand it right, you have one manufacturing base, and that is in Israel.
Yes,
Okay. And you are open to opening more
yes,
with partnership in different countries.
yes,
And India is also one of them.
definitely,
Right. Perfect.
definitely.
So, if you can give me an example of the most challenging, say, situation, and you kind of resolved it, whether as a prototype or as a use case for a customer.
I will answer you as a driver and as a father.
Oh.
We as drivers know that there might be a chance that we will have a little accident in our lifetime as drivers. But we, all of us, pretty much gave an oath: never touch a pedestrian. Not a children, not an old person, nobody. Now, it is challenging. The pedestrians are walking and crossing the streets with their micromobility, with their music in the ears. We're sometimes blinded, crowded areas like here. And this is what we're solving. We're helping this oath to come about.
Okay.
And as a father, where my children are crossing streets, And with the rise of 50% of pedestrian death toll in the US only in the last 10 years, this is a big problem. And not only, everybody was talking about COVID-19.
Yes.
Nobody's talking about 1.3 million dead people every year in the world because accidents. We can reduce that, and our system can solve that. So it's not one specific, it's a big problem of harsh weather, of irresponsible driving, of
Or negligent walking.
negligent walking. Exactly. I am, as a driver, I should sleep well at night with a good conscience that I never hit nobody, and this system can help.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, my next question would be, but when you come to India with your solution, what kind of what kind of a customization or tailor making do you need to make for Indian roads? I don't know if you've been to India.
So
but
we
very
have
different
been.
cup of tea. Yeah.
Thank you. We have collected data in India. I have some nice footage, I think also on your chip, with rickshaws and with cows. Your audience will definitely recognize that it's in Indian roads. And the data collection maybe would need to get some perfection for the Indian market, but otherwise we are ready to go. The customers, maybe it will begin with the high-end models. We are ready to cooperate with Indian OEMs and Indian tier ones.
Right. So how soon do you think you can come to India? Just a couple of more questions.
I am waiting for the right people to read your article, and I'll be in touch with them.
Okay. All right. So what kind of challenges do you have?
Capacity. We are 80 people, 60 engineers, and I don't have enough people to deal with all the success that is coming up. And we are looking for an investor to double the size of our company.
Okay. And what kind of competition do you have? Doesn't matter Israel, doesn't matter global.
So there is only 2-3 companies that are also serving the automotive world with thermal cameras. One is big FLIR company, and we're winning deals against them. We're best and final with them. Varnier company, which are selling FLIR devices, so they're the same company or the same service.
I won't be able to take the names. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So how many OEMs are you working with globally?
All the OEMs know us. Working with has many levels of project, of integration, of evaluation, but more than 50. I mean, we're a brand. We're already known.
Right. And you plan to recruit people in India as well, I hope.
Yes. But it needs to be project oriented. It will not be before.
Okay. Anything else that you want to wrap up with? Say something that I may not have asked.
So I'm really thankful, and I'm looking forward to work with the third biggest automotive market in the world.